James Bond doesn't just wear the suit, he brings the firepower. From classic pistols to high-tech rifles, 007's guns have been as iconic as his one-liners. But which weapons truly earned their place in Bond history? Today, we're counting down the top 10 guns ever used by James Bond in the movies. Each one tells a story of style, strategy, and survival. So grab your drink, lock the target, and let's dive into the firepower behind the world's most famous spy. 1. Calico SMG. Sci-fi. In a spy world, the Calico SMG looks like it belongs in a sci-fi movie, and that's exactly why it stood out in Tomorrow Never Dies. With its top-mounted helical magazine and futuristic silhouette, it gave Bond a compact, rapid-fire edge during one of the film's high-speed escape sequences. Light, low recoil, and extremely rare in cinema, this gun isn't just a firearm, it's a conversation piece. Q Branch didn't just arm Bond with tools, they made sure he had style. The Calico SMG may not be iconic, but it's unforgettable. A high-tech risk that paid off with pure Bond flair. 2. Beretta 1934. Elegant, but replaced Bond's Beretta 1934 may have been sleek and stylish, but it didn't survive the cut. In Dr. No, 1962, M forces Bond to surrender the Beretta after a near-fatal misfire, a pivotal moment that gave birth to the Walther PPK era. Still, this Italian sidearm deserves its credit. Chambered in .32 ACP, it was lightweight and easy to conceal, perfect for the classic tuxedo holster. While it lacked stopping power, it delivered finesse. The Beretta's departure marked a shift from style to substance. It didn't last long, but it helped define Bond's path toward becoming a sharper killer. 3. Walther P5. Bond's brief upgrade in Octopussy, 1983. Bond was seen with the Walther P5, a sleek and modern pistol that briefly replaced the iconic PPK. This rare switch-up wasn't random. The P5 was chambered in 9mm, offered ambidextrous safety, and featured a more streamlined design for safer carry. It matched Bond's style, but also hinted at MI6 evolving with the times. Though the P5 appeared in just one film, it stood out for its modern edge and minimalist look. It didn't become Bond's signature weapon, but for that one mission, it did the job. Clean, sharp, and efficient. A brief but bold. 4. Smith & Wesson Model 29. Big bang in Bond style in Live and Let Die, 1973. Bond ditches finesse for firepower with the Smith & Wesson Model 29, a .44 Magnum revolver famously known as Dirty Harry's weapon of choice. Unlike his usual sleek pistols, this hand cannon brought brute force to the rescue of solitaire. Its long barrel, thunderous recoil, and intimidating design made it one of the most dramatic firearms ever seen in Bond's hands. Though rare in the franchise, it showed Bond could go heavy when the mission demanded. One shot from this, and negotiations end fast. When elegance fails, the Model 29 speaks loud and clear. 5. Walther WA 2000. Precision that speaks quietly in the living daylights, 1987. Bond uses the Walther WA 2000. A futuristic sniper rifle that barely anyone in real life has even seen, because fewer than 200 were ever made. Chambered in .300 Win Mag, it's built for silent, high-impact precision. Bond doesn't just use it to eliminate, he uses it to neutralize threats with absolute control. Its bullpup design and smooth action made it perfect for high-level espionage. It wasn't flashy, but it was deadly and rare. For a spy who does things clean and quiet, the WA 2000 was the right tool for the job. 6. FN-FAL. Battlefield power in a spy's hands. The fluorine mononitride FAL isn't your typical Bond gun, it's a full-sized battle rifle. But in Diamonds Are Forever, 1971, Bond briefly uses one during a fast-paced shootout. Chambered in 7.62 x 51mm NATO, this rifle delivers serious firepower, built more for soldiers than spies. Its rugged look and weighty presence stood out, especially against Bond's usual sleek sidearms. Though it didn't stick around for long, it showed Bond could handle anything, even in military-style combat. The FAL reminded fans that Bond isn't just tuxedos and martinis, he's also trained for total war when the mission demands it. Heavy metal, Bond style. 7. Heckler & Koch UMP9. Silence with Authority in Quantum of Solace, 2008. Bond trades elegance for efficiency with the Heckler & Koch UMP9. This compact submachine gun, chambered in 9mm, is lightweight but aggressive, ideal for tight, high-speed combat situations. Bond uses it during a brutal, fast-paced pursuit, firing with deadly accuracy while remaining mobile. Fitted with a suppressor, it combines silence with raw stopping power. The UMP-9 isn't flashy, but it's brutally effective, just like Craig's colder, more tactical Bond. It marked a shift toward realism in the franchise, less gadgetry, more grit. A tool for a spy who doesn't just survive, he dominates. 8. Walther P-99. Reinventing Bond's trigger introduced in Tomorrow Never Dies, 1997. The Walther P-99 replaced the PPK for Pierce Brosnan's Bond. Sleek, polymer-framed, and chambered in 9mm, it was a modern evolution for a modern 007. With its smooth lines, higher magazine capacity, and improved ergonomics, the P-99 symbolized Bond's transition into the action-heavy era of the late 90s. It featured prominently in multiple films, handling everything from shootouts to stealth. Though Daniel Craig later returned to the PPK, the P-99 remains a fan favorite for its bold departure from tradition. It wasn't just an upgrade, it was Bond embracing the future without losing his edge. 9. AR-7 Survival Rifle. Discreet, clever, and classic in From Russia with Love, 1963, Bond's gear included something that didn't look deadly, but absolutely was. The AR-7 Survival Rifle. This lightweight firearm disassembles and stores inside its own stock, making it ideal for travel and covert missions. Designed originally for downed pilots, it's small, reliable, and quiet. Bond used it when subtlety mattered more than firepower. Chambered in .22 LR, it may not be flashy, but it fits a spy who values brains over brute force. Still available today through Henry Arms, the AR-7 proves that a simple design, when used right, can become a lethal advantage. 10. Walther PPK. Bond's most trusted companion. No weapon is more tied to James Bond than the Walther PPK. First seen in Dr. No, 1962, it quickly became his defining sidearm. Compact and sleek, the PPK matched Bond's need for style and efficiency. Chambered in .380 ACP, it's not about brute force, it's about control. Whether escaping tight corners or taking clean shots, Bond's use of the PPK proved that precision beats power. This pistol appears across generations of Bond actors, becoming a symbol of his identity. Quiet, deadly, and always ready, the PPK isn't just part of his toolkit. It's part of who Bond is. Which Bond gun fired your imagination the most? Drop your favorite in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more iconic weapon deep dives.